Hey, what's up, folks? I'm going to do a video about my thoughts on COVID 19. Uh, it's been almost 2 years ago since the bioweapon was released from China. Uh, I really do believe that too. Uh, but anyway, um, I like to form an objective opinion before I say anything or write anything. And what that is for anybody who doesn't know is just because the conservatives are saying something doesn't mean I believe everything they're saying. I like to know what the left is saying. I like to know what everybody's saying, and I like to try to get some facts before I form an opinion on anything. And so when I say something, it's what I believe. It's not what I've been told, or you know, it's it's a collection of things I've been told and the things that I believe, nobody else. But so yeah, we've been living with the pandemic for 2 years, and at the beginning of the pandemic, I was wearing a mask when I went in Walmart. When I pumped gas, I'd wear latex gloves so I wouldn't touch the gas handle because they said this is highly contagious. And it was like, it was kind of weird. Me and my buddy Don from work there, one day, the state started shutting down restaurants, and so there at lunchtime we was gonna go find us something to eat there in Galax, and we pull up in front of a restaurant and start to go in and said they was closed or something, and I think we finally found a place that did curbside delivery for us. It was just a weird feeling, going from having food service to nothing. uh, and then when we'd go to work, sometimes we had to travel up and down the interstate. After a while, they was telling people to stay at home, not practice social distancing, and we'd drive up and down the interstate. There was just a few truckers on the road and us. It was like a scene from The Walking Dead, and so that was the beginning. I thought, this is highly contagious. I need, take precautions, and I did at the beginning. And it's been 2 years, and I still haven't caught COVID-19. And this winter, this fall winter has been a lot of. It's been I don't know if it's people letting their guard down, or I mean, a lot of people have caught it this winter, and you know another thing, people, when this first started, people were kind of blowing off COVID-19 like it's not that serious. They was compared to the SARS disease, the SARS outbreak. I don't know how many years ago that's been, but SARS was nothing compared to COVID-19, and so yeah, so I I've known people have died from this now, and I know some people that's almost died from it now, and so yeah, I mean, I really believe it's a pretty serious thing and needs to be taken serious. I think a lot, like I say, I hadn't had it, and I know a lot of people are getting pneumonia from it, and a lot of some of the people are having serious kidney issues. Right, they're put on ventilators and having serious kidney issues, and that's what's causing the death, I think. But yeah, it's pretty serious. But when you go into the political discussion, there was a senator. A lot of people keep sending me this video. A senator, Ron Johnson, who invited this panel of doctors from, I guess, all over the U.S. to have a discussion, and there was one guy who he said he voted liberal. He said this COVID-19 is a bipartisan problem. It never should have been politicized. I fully agree with that. I don't know how it got politicized, but one thing I will say, as far as politicized, the timing of the release of COVID-19 was very convenient for the Chinese and very convenient for the Democrat Party because it came out in election year, and you know it put a lot of stress on Trump's campaign. You know, he's the president, and here's an outbreak, and I'm not going to say the Chinese and Democrats were. This was a grand conspiracy between the two of them, but I will say it was pretty convenient for both the Chinese and the Democrat Party. But we'll go on this meeting, this that Ron Johnson held with these doctors. Some of the doctors were discussing hydroxychloroquine, and I don't know how many of you remember back in 2020 there was a female doctor who came out and said she'd been prescribing her COVID patients hydroxychloroquine. For anybody that doesn't know, that's malaria pills. So do not take fishbowl cleaner. Uh, some fishbowl cleaner has hydroxychloroquine. A man and his wife took it. The man died. The woman ended up throwing up, and I guess she survived. But so if a doctor doesn't prescribe it to you, it doesn't come out of a drugstore, don't take it. But yeah, they was talking about hydroxychloroquine, and there was something else, Zyrtec or something. I can't remember. But so these doctors are trying different things, and when that female doctor, that video come out in 2020 of her standing there with other doctors saying that, I thought it was awful strange. Like social media just erased the video everywhere and said she was lying, said it was false information, and to me that's setting up red flags. I'm like, so YouTube, Facebook, and anywhere else deletes this, and I'm like, they didn't want anybody to see or hear that. Instead of investigating her claim, they delete it. So yeah, that's setting up a lot of red flags for me. And this meeting with Ron Johnson, these doctors are saying hydroxychloroquine works. And one of my friends here in Carroll County got COVID-19, and his doctor prescribed him hydroxychloroquine. Well, I messaged him, and I asked him, I said, is this working? Did it work? And he said, yeah, it did. It worked. It helped. And so it's pretty strange to me. I knew when they was looking for the vaccine back in 2020, I knew this was a race of big pharmaceutical companies. It was a race to see who could get a product to the market the fastest. And so you had Johnson Johnson, Pfizer, and what's that other? I don't remember the other one, but and it was a race to see who could make a vaccine first, and sell it to the government. And I tell people, I said, it's all about money. That's all it is. It's about money. And and then I had somebody say, well, it's for free. How's it? How's this about money? Well, if somebody's paying for it, the government's paying for it. It's all about money. And as far as the vaccine working, it the only thing that they should call it a shot instead of a vaccine, because if I hear vaccine, that makes me think I'm vaccinated against catching something. A lot of people who've been vaccinated are catching COVID-19 and passing it on to other people. The only difference is the people who are vaccinated are that, from what I've heard, the people who are vaccinated have less symptoms and less likely to end up in the hospital. So there's that. I mean, I'm not going to say. I'm just going by what I've been told from other people. They say the symptoms ain't quite as bad if you've been vaccinated, but or you've got the shot. So it doesn't really work. The shot doesn't work, or the as far as it being a vaccine. But anyway, I probably rambled on long enough. It's been 10 minutes. So get it, don't get it. Ask your doctor about hydroxychloroquine. That's all I got for today. I'm out.